And now let's go across to Meghna Dev, who's joining us from Ground Zero. We will be rather going back to her after a very short while, but before that, let's give you another update. Now, at least 241 people were killed after an Air India flight crashed near the Ahmedabad Airport on Thursday in one of India's worst aviation disasters. The 787 Dreamliner, bound for London's Gatwick Airport, took off at 1:38 p.m. local Indian Standard Time and crashed just 5 minutes after taking off in a residential area. The plane crashed onto a medical college hostel during the lunch hour. Air India said 241 people on board the flight died, and the sole survivor, a British national of Indian origin, is in the hospital. He was in seat number 11A next to an emergency exit. The deceased include 169 Indians, 52 British nationals, 7 Portuguese and 1 Canadian passenger. Former Gujarat Chief Minister Vijay Rupani was among those killed on the ill-fated Air India plane. In addition to his wife, Anjali Rupani, the late leader is survived by their 2 children. Rupani served as the Chief Minister of Gujarat from August 2016 to September 2021 before resigning ahead of the 2022 state elections. And to get you more on this, now let's go across to Meghna, who's joining us from Ground Zero in Ahmedabad. Good afternoon, Meghna. We saw your exclusive interaction with the lone survivor. Also, tell us about the arrangements put in place inside the hospital, because you were there interacting with the lone survivor and you also saw the situation there, how the patients are being treated. Meghna.
Yes, to tell you about the patients, Deepika, there are many patients who are medical students who are undergoing treatment at the moment. Their families are on the way to meet their children who are most of them are in the second, third year of their medical studies. We also do see that there were few people who were admitted. They were locals. Seeing the smoke, they went inside to help, but because there was the smoke and because of the blast, they have also got injuries while they were just going to help the people who were inside, who were trapped in the rubble. So those people are also being treated. Most of them have been discharged because they sustained minor injuries, but a few of them are still there in the hospital. We also do see that the medical students who were there at the hostel mess were having lunch. So they told us that when the plane crashed at the building, they thought it was an earthquake, so they started rushing, but meanwhile the building started to collapse, and that's how they were trapped under the debris. And while a few people helped them to come out of the rubble, they managed to get an ambulance because the administration was on their toes in just a few minutes, and the ambulance took them to the nearest civil hospital, and that's how they were getting treated at the moment. Besides, what we also get to understand is that a DNA collection, the DNA samples collection has begun at the civil hospital. Quite a few DNA samples have been collected. What we are being told is about it takes 72 hours for the test results to come out. So the relatives might have to wait before they get the mortal remains of their near and dear ones who have lost their life in this fatal accident. British High Commission officials have also reached Ahmedabad from New Delhi, and they are also here to coordinate with the state government so that the mortal remains of the British citizens who have lost their life in this tragic crash can be repatriated, and all the paperwork and other formalities can be completed as early as possible. Also, we know that External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar has been in touch. He also did speak to his counterparts in UK, Portugal and Canada, and obviously assured them of all assistance that will be provided by Indian authorities. We also understand that our High Commission, our Indian High Commission in UK is trying to facilitate emergency visas for the people who want to travel here for their relatives who have lost their lives in this fatal accident. So all efforts are being done by Indian authorities in UK as well as Indian authorities here in India with multiple agencies working to facilitate the repatriation of mortal remains as well as handing over the mortal remains of the Indian citizens also who have lost their lives in this tragic
The government
incident.
is continuously on front footing when we talk about the plane crash accident that took place yesterday, and we've been saying that since yesterday.
Yes.
Only Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been in constant touch with all the authorities. Union Home Minister Amit Shah, Civil Aviation Minister, everybody rushed to the spot, and today on the second day itself, Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited the crash site and then to the hospital and then held a high review meeting as well. Tell us more about Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit. What exactly did he interact with all the patients there, and about the meeting as well, Meghna?
So first of all, this was after this incident happened, we did see that Home Minister Amit Shah, he did immediately call the Chief Minister of Gujarat, and he spoke to him, took stock of the situation. He also took stock of what kind of rescue relief operations are being carried out. He also ensured that the military, paramilitary, all the forces, agencies, NDRF are on their toes and do the relief rescue on a war footing. That is the reason that currently we do not see any kind of work going on at the site, because most of it, the work went all night and most of the work is complete at the site. Now only the FSL team, forensics teams are working there to collect evidence, and that will be very crucial for the investigation. Besides, as you told, that Prime Minister Narendra Modi was keeping a very close eye, monitoring the situation very closely, and today early in the morning he flew from Delhi to Ahmedabad to meet the people, also visit the accident site. He met people here in the civil hospital, and he also spoke to them about what how they're feeling, are they feeling better or not. People did also tell us that Prime Minister was asking them about where are they from, what were they studying, which year student are they. Most of the people who are injured are students there. He also spoke to people who were chefs at the hostel mess. Few women who were cooking chapatis inside the kitchen of the mess, they also have sustained injuries. So Prime Minister Narendra Modi also spoke to them. After speaking to people visiting the crash site, he went back to the airport, ensured that he does a high-level meeting there, which is also about taking a stock of the situation that is currently prevailing at the crash site and the line of treatment. Besides the DNA collection process that is going on, which is very crucial, because many, unfortunately, Deepika, I have to say this, that many bodies were fragmented, many bodies severely charred, completely, nobody would be able to identify with the mortal remains if they are their relatives. Extremely bad state of what we can say is that the devastation was extremely, the impact was very intense, and the bodies are so charred that it is very difficult to identify.
All right. Thank you so much, Meghna, for joining us and bringing us the latest from Ground Zero itself.